What is up, guys? RobyTCG. This is going to be a duel breakdown. This is PK v PK, Phantom Knight versus Prank Kid. Take a while to guess what deck I'm playing. I'm playing Phantom Knight. And I'm just going to break down how my plays went. So our opening hand was honestly pretty bad. Seer, Double Snake, Called By, and Droplet. And my opponent's playing Prank Kid. I don't have any interaction, so I'm just going to speed up past this. But as I'm looking at my hand, I'm thinking I probably want to normal summon Snake, then special summon Snake for special both snakes. Try and refresh my hand a little bit, and then save the Droplet and the Called By. Whichever one stays for the Battle Butler to negate the second one, and just pray that I draw into another spell trap so I can protect my Cherubini that way. Because I have the extra extended for Cherubini and Seer in hand. So I'm trying to find one PK of any name and a spell trap off these dangerous snake draws if my opponent doesn't negate it. So you can see my opponent's popping off, he's doing PK stuff, but it's like whatever. So my win con is to try and kill my opponent. So I draw a Foglet, which is good. I snake into Max C, and then my opponent decides to pop the Bow Wow here to go into Battle Butler. And I do discard the Droplet, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we still have the Called By, so that's fine. Another thing we could do is save the Max C, but we end up pitching it for the other snake. But we do find the PK, so we found everything we need. We found the trap, and we found the name. So you see my opponent makes Battle Butler here, but they don't shotgun it. Because they don't shotgun it, my board stays, and I'm able to set a card and then go into Cherubini after these chain links are done. At the moment, I don't really mind too much what my opponent's life gain is, because I plan on just killing them in one shot. So I set the Fog Blade, and then I make Cherubini. My opponent sees the Cherubini, and they pop the Battle Butler using the Meow Meow Engrave. So that's one Battle Butler activation down. Now Cherubini send the Fog Blade to protect. Cherubini effects and gloves. And then I special Seer. And I make the Rusty. So my opponent's going to Battle Butler here, because they want to get rid of Rusty. And so I Called By that, because I'm afraid of their Called By, in case they have one. So now with Rusty access, I'm available to everything, and I can easily kill them. But they do have the Ash, so I need to play a little bit more conservatively. Thankfully, I sent gloves instead of Torn Scales, so I'm able to get any PK. So I choose the best one in this time period, Cloak. I activate the Fog Blade, afraid of I don't even know what I'm afraid of here, but I special that. I don't want to activate the effect because I'm also afraid of Nibiru. So I want to use as little activations as possible. Leviair to get the gloves back. I need Leviair to get more damage on board, another 1800 for Arc Rebellion. I get the boots. Use these to make the Break Sword. And I decided to start going for the background. This is the mandatory activation of Break Sword because it has gloves underneath. So I go for this one. And my opponent could have played around the Cherubini if they knew about its effect, but I think I might have misread it. So they didn't twin. So they go for Pandemonium here, which means they really did have everything, because they had double Pandemonium, Ash, double Battle Butler, and then one other card in hand. So I pop their back row, and then Break Sword's going to activate. And then their Roxy's going to activate, which is perfectly fine by me, because this is giving me more damage on my Arc Rebellion. I want them to special summon as many low attack Prank Kids, because I'm just going to attack into the Doodle Doe. So I special summon both, make Raider's Knight, activate Raider's Knight, and then I make Arc Rebellion. So here at this moment, I recognize that I have no effects on my field that I'm planning on activating ever again, but that he does have the Weather Washer that could bring back stuff like Bow Wow and stuff, which I don't want. So when I detach off Arc Rebellion, I'm going to keep the Raider's Knight on instead of what I would normally do is detaching it first. So keeping it on will make it so it'll negate the effects of everything on field. Even if Wither Washer tributes itself, its effect is still activating on field, so that would make sure it gets negated. So I activate Arc Rebellion. This is my opponent's last chance to Weather Washer. They choose not to. Battle phase, they Weather Washer, not reading Arc Rebellion. It's negated. And I attack for 900 over lethal. If they did not summon that Lamp Seas, they were not dead. But my opponent got greedy. And that was the game. I do recognize that Zeus is probably a better option than Arc Rebellion in most situations. I just think Arc Rebellion is really funny. Like, it's really, really funny just to smack my opponent for like 1,000,000 damage. Thank you guys for watching this short video. I know my insight isn't exactly that, like, out of this world, but I hope it might have helped some people start playing the deck, because I think this deck is going to be really good in the upcoming format, especially with the Brave token engine. And it's going to cause, like, in my opinion, it's going to cause something like Maxie's caused in the OCG, where people are going to start pulling less hand traps to stop dealing with the Brave token stuff and more board breakers, instead of running more hand traps to stop PK, which means Brave tokens are going to become less good, which means combo PK is going to be better. So I think that's probably going to be the trade-off, and it's going to be like give or take. And I'm probably going to be going with combo PK instead of Brave PK. Just because, in my opinion, I like having more of the PK engine cards instead of the Brave engine cards. I think the engine's quite large, and I need to look a little bit more into it, in my opinion. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I may or may not upload within the next week or so.